Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on BetCraft. Another very beautiful Thursday morning. We're back again with our predictions as usual. All right. We always look at football markets going on across the globe, and also using the previous data of these very games. We use that to come up with the best possible verdict for each of these matches. That's what we do on a daily basis, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. All right. Yesterday we had very good outs in most of the games we had. Saw success. All right. And we're going to expect to see 100% of today. That's what we are looking for. And I want to urge you to remember to join our VIP group, VIP special, where we have games that are, that are well looked into, and I believe to have a closer to certainty of coming out right. All right. Okay. And also, if you have not subscribed, remember to subscribe as well, so you don't miss out on our subsequent football predictions that will always come up here on a daily basis. All right. That being said, we head to the business of today, and we'll start today's games predictions with a game European Under 21 Championship, where we'll have Finland Under 21 who will be facing Netherlands Under 21. Okay, when we take a look at the recent matches for each of these sides, you can see that Finnish Under 21 have got 3 victories in the last 6 matches. They also had a draw as well as 2 losses. While Netherlands Under 21 have won 4 games out of the last 6 matches that they had, and the other 2 being a draw. Okay. And the last matches for both sides, I've seen the Netherlands side winning the last 2 matches that they had, against Italy. They won by 2-1. That was from them from away. And also, we saw them beating Romania by 2-0 in the last away game that they had. While Finnish Under 21 have actually, they lost to Georgia in the in the last 2 away games that they had. And the last away game was actually a win for them. A 1-0 victory for Finland against Slovenia. But we'll put all these data together. The Dutch side is actually on top, doing so very well at the moment. We expect to see a win for the Dutch side. Are we to win outrightly here? That's what we expect for that very encounter. Are we win? That's what verdict, okay? And that will move us to the next game. It is in Spanish Segunda Division, where we'll have Mirandes who will be facing Racing Santander. Okay, and when we look at Mirandes, the last 6, I've seen them winning 4 matches out of the last 6, and the other 2 being a draw. They've not lost any of the last 6 games that they had. And the way side, Racing Santander won once and had 3 draws, but they've lost 2 matches in the last 6 games. All right. And the last meeting between 2, okay, all right. When you look at the performances from home and away, you can see that the home side Mirandes have not lost a single match in the last 10 home matches. They've been able to win 8 games out of the last 10 home matches. They also had 2 draws as well. And the away side, Santander, on the other hand, have managed 2 victories from away and 3 draws, but have lost 5 matches in the last 10 away games that they had so far. Okay, and the last meeting between the 2 sides was actually last week, and the first leg of this very player. We saw them playing at a 3-3 draw on that occasion. All right, and Santander played from home, but here we expect Mirandes to do very well. It is the home side that we expect to either win or draw here, but we expect to see home side either win or draw, but yet we will see under 4.5 goals. We're not going to see as much goals as it happened in the last meeting, but here we're going to see the home side either winning or drawing, and yet under 4.5. Okay, that's a verdict, and we head to the next match for today. It is in Egypt League Cup, where we have Cleopatra will be up against the National Bank of Egypt. Okay, when you take a look at the stats for each of these 2 sides, you can see that Cleopatra have managed to achieve 4 victories as well as 2 losses in the last 6 matches that they had so far. On the way side, National Bank have won 3 games and a draw. Also, they have lost 2 games out of the last 6 recent encounters. When you look at how the 2 teams are performed from home and away perspective, you see that Cleopatra, the home side, have managed to achieve 6 victories and a draw in the last 10 home games. And the away side, National Bank as well have seen 6 victories, 3 draws, and just 1 loss in the last 10 away matches that they had. But also quite notable is the fact that each of these matches for Cleopatra have actually produced lots of goals. You could see that in the last 10 home matches, 7 out of 10 have actually produced over 2.5 in the last 10 home games for Cleopatra. And also National Bank of Egypt also have seen a very similar situation, having produced over 2.5 7 times out of 10. Okay, 6 times out of 10 in the last 10 away matches. 6 times out of 10 have produced over 2.5 goals for their away side as well. So when we combine all these factors, noting the fact that the last meeting also saw National Bank beating this very side by 4 goals to 2 from away. That actually happened last month, and the last 3 meetings between the two sides have seen National Bank winning 2 times and Cleopatra winning just once. Okay, so and each of those last 3 meetings produced lots of goals. Here we are going for the safer option and expect to see a minimum of 2 goals occurring in this very encounter. So and over 1.5, that's what we expect for that very encounter. All right, and that will take us to the next game for today. It is in the Sweden Division 1 South, where we'll have Hassleholms who will be up against Olympic. Okay, Hassleholms, the home side, have managed to achieve 3 victories and a draw in the last 6 games that they had. They also lost 2 matches out of those games, and the Olympic, their away side, have managed to achieve 2 victories and 2 draws, as well as 2 losses in the last 6% encounters. Okay, when you take a look at performances from home and away perspective, all right, when you bring it down to how they played from home and away basis, you can see that Hassleholms, the home side, have been able to achieve 5 victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 1 draw, but have lost 4 matches out of those 10 home games that they had so far. So it is 60% victory for at home side in the last 10 home matches, all right, and they've also lost 4 times. Okay, they've actually won 5 times, 1 draw, but have lost 4 times. So 40% of the time they've actually lost. And away side, Olympic on the other hand have managed to achieve 4 victories from the last 10 away games. They also had 1 draw, but have lost 5 matches out of the last 10 away matches. Okay, and when you look at the scoreline for each of these sides, you can see that for the home side, Hassleholms, most of the time have actually produced a lot, 6 times out of 10 rather, they've seen over 2.5, and the away side also the same 6 times out of 10, producing over 2.5 in the last 10 away games that they had. And the last meeting between the two sides was actually far back 2021. It was a 2-1 victory for Olympic on that very occasion. So in this very one, we'll put all the data that we have for these two sides. We expect to see goals here, but we are going for a minimum of 2 goals so called in this very encounter. So it is an over 1.5. That's what we expect for that very encounter. Okay, over 1. That's over verdict. And that will bring our predictions for you today on Betcraft to conclusion. We wish you the very best of luck. We hope your ticket goes green, and also remember to play responsibly, as these are football games. Sometimes may not be exactly be what it is. Remember to join our VIP group where we'll have some games that we always put out there that we believe that are closer to coming up successful. All right, and remember to do that. Just click the join button, and it will take you to where you can have the access to that our group. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day. Remember, we'll always come up here with our predictions. Do not miss out, but that time, keep winning.